Hey, what's up? Back again.
That first bass note hit me in the chest, and I was just like, there's no way that's 2/8.
MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Would you be mine? Ooh, would you be mine? Hey, what's up? Today we're gonna do the unboxing of the B2 Audio Rampage 8. B2 Audio is a company based out of Denmark. They're very big in Europe. Not so much in the United States because I personally feel that they're not being pushed. They're not being exposed the way they should be. It's owned by a guy who I had the pleasure of talking to, Jay Home. We talked on Messenger, and we also talked face to face when I think I was through Messenger. I believe I was on my cell phone, and I was able to discuss and go over a lot of things that I was unaware of that was happening behind the scenes with his company and other companies, particularly with companies stealing his technology and claiming it as their own. Some of you might have some insight on this, and y'all might comment below. But anyway, I wanted to give him the exposure with his products here in America on my channel because I run the subs that sometimes people ain't heard about or may be looking over. You shouldn't be looking over B2 Audio. And particularly why I want to unbox this 8-inch subwoofer here is because of the sensitivity rating. The sensitivity on this 8 is 86 dB if you get the D1 configuration. That's very, very efficient. So of course I got the D1, I got two D1s. That's very, very efficient at turning signal into noise. On my channel I'm all about efficiency. Some people are into just throw gobs of power. I'm into efficiency in box. I believe in power and physics, and for us turning the signal to noise, since we're using electricity, I want the efficient subwoofer, and this subwoofer meets that. So let's unbox and get a look at it. 86 dB sensitivity rating, 160 grams, the total weight of all the soft parts, with a BL of 75. It's very, very strong motor. I mean, all the specs, the specs justify me paying $300 for this. I think it's $320 now. This is, remember I told you with the MBE ironclad law, this is going to be good, reliable, and cheap. This fits the first two, good and reliable. It's not cheap. Sometimes you got to pay to play. Also, some people say, well, yes, efficiency is good, but power is cheap. Good power is not cheap. Also, this subwoofer not only is it efficient 86 dB, which is the highest 8-inch subwoofer. Well, there's another that claims to have a higher rating, but this is the highest rating subwoofer, 8-inch subwoofer that I have tested. The kicker came in at 83. This is 86. It's almost twice as loud, and it handles 1,000 watts on this. So you get your a B2 Audio sticker. You get the TS parameters inside the box. It came triple box. And TS parameters, once again, this is what I want y'all to focus in on my channel. Make sure my finger's on it. Yeah, right here. You see that? 86 dB in the D1 configuration. Yeah. Right below, yeah. I know you see that, right. 160 grams, moving mass, BL 75, that's very, very high. I wish I totally understood the BL. And I'm not that great in understanding that part. I do the program, but I know that high BL is gonna contributed to me pretty much in a real small box. 300-ounce magnet. Displacement of the sub is 0.11, pretty hefty. The RMS handling is 1,000 watts. So it can handle 1,000 watts of heat. 2,000 when max, peak. You do know clean power, you can probably handle more than that, but the ability of it to attain its 20 millimeters X max one way, 20 millimeters X max one way, linear X max is impressive. Very, very strong motor. So I'm looking at a, oh, it's got some help to it. Let me get this off my wife's table before she kills me and put it on this here. And let's look at this technology. Now, talking to Jay-On, there's two pieces of technology that he uses that he likes to push forth on his Rampage series subs. Number one is OCAF, which is optimized cooling airflow, which he utilizes here on the back of the magnet with the vents and the pole piece. Along the pole, a channel's cut. You can actually, if I ain't mistaken, you can actually stick your finger in inside if you have a long finger, and you can feel the vents at the top of the pole. They're like crossville vents. And what that's gonna do is going to increase the surface area of the pole. So as the voice coil is moving back and forth over the pole, by increasing that surface area, you increase the ability of more heat to be transferred to the air through convection and be able to be forced out through the vent holes in the pole piece, which would keep the subwoofer cooler. You want to keep a subwoofer cool. Heat is the enemy of electricity. The cooler your subwoofer, the louder it's going to play the longer. The longer it's going to play louder. His other technology he uses SAFT, which is smooth airflow technology. And what he means by that is along the basket, he has rounded over the edge along the basket. And an open air design as well, so that the coil can stay cool by having air always be able to move, not just the ability to have the air there, but able to be able to move effectively to and fro as the cone moves to dissipate that heat. So it's two technologies he uses. The OCAF, which is primarily on the back plate, optimized cooling airflow, and SAFT, which is smooth airflow technology, which is on this basket. It has the triple slug magnet. Make sure, yeah. Y35 is what he uses. It has, you see the basket. The basket is a 73/8 cutout. But it has a very, if you look at this basket, instead of being tapered as most baskets are, the taper from the top to the bottom of where the spider landing starts at, it's not that much of a taper. It really, if it's a taper at all, but there is slightly. That it might go from 7 3/8 to 7 2/8. But this is a very large spider landing. The spider landing, even though it has a 7 3/8 cutout, the spider is significantly larger than, let's say, a Sundown X8 or SAV3. That's used on the other basket design. A lot of people like to use on the CT Sounds Mizio, the Audio Pipe BDCA. That basket just looks nothing like this basket. And it does have a large spider as well. But this spider is even larger, which helps promote its FS of 36 hertz. So we got a subwoofer with an 86 dB that can handle 1,000 watts with an FS of 36. You know, check. NBE had to grab this boy here, because I got to see if he can do all that. It has a 2-inch voice coil. Which you say 2-inch voice coil, 1,000 watts. Well, when you take in all the cooling that is able to offer that voice coil, I am from hearing people say it reaches, it's able to handle that power. It's able to stay cool. 2-inch voice coil, 1,000 watts, normally not used, but like I say, he has two technologies that he incorporates to use that 2-inch voice coil so that he can get a low FS by having a larger spider under the cone, and also be able to keep that voice coil cooler with this open air design. The spiders are progressive roll. There are 2 mirror image, one on the top, one on the bottom. I wouldn't say it's overly stiff, but it does have the compliance is, well, vascularity probably cool. He was at 6.1 vas. What I was looking for, I lost my train of thought. On that. I'll get back to it. It has a non-pressed paper cone with a carbon fiber dust cap embossed with the B2 audio label. The surround, and he was concerned about this. Jay told me he was really concerned about this. He was concerned about the mechanical limits, limiting the subwoofer with his travel. So that's why he has an overly large spider on his Rampage 8, as well as the surround is wider and not as narrow, so they can get further travel. It won't be limited by mechanical, even though it's 20 meters one way, linearly. It's probably tripped that mechanical, but he doesn't even list that. And one reason why he doesn't list it, because B2 audio is their audio files. It's acoustic for audio files. The people want their bass to sound accurate. They SQL on steroids, put it like that. They're big in Europe. Like I said, very, very big in Europe. And some of the technology on the designs have made their way to American products without getting the full recognition and the recognition of where it actually came from. It's okay to use technology that others may have developed as long as you give them the credit for it. That's my main thing. As long as you give them the credit for it, don't try to assume the credit for yourself. So, with that being said, this is a handsome, hefty baby. $300. You can get them on Skyhawk Audio. I think that's for now. That's what he uses to get his subwoofers distributed here in America. Very handsome. Is there any particular guy I want you to talk to it at Sky High if you want to get this particular subwoofer? No. You just order them off the website. The representative, the American representative for this company, leaves much to be desired, I'll say that. But don't knock the brand. Sometimes the people in front of a brand can limit its exposure and not let the brand grow to the full capability it can with the technology that it has to offer. But that doesn't take away from the brand. Jay Home, you're gonna be on my channel. I'm gonna put these, probably gonna put them inside the truck here shortly and go through the break-in process. I'm hearing a lot about them, but like I said, it wouldn't pique my interest, fellas. It's the high sensitivity rating, more so than anything. 86 dB from an 8-inch. The motor force, the power handling, I'm more interested in which can you do with the power. That's why I'm looking at the sensitivity rating. The power handling is impressive though, 1,000 watts, and I believe that. And this spider is huge. I gotta say that, man. The spider on this 8-inch is huge. This spider is huge. I can believe it's gonna do 36 hertz with no problem. I love it. I love this open air design. I love it. I can't wait to hear. I want to see what B2 do. Give y'all a parting shot and turn this joker around. Pretty long video, but sometimes greatness needs more. I know some of you are saying, "Ooh, that's a monster." Yes, it's a monster. I'm gonna do another video so we can do some comparison pics on sides. But yes, it's a monster. Peace.